Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the next part of Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. Let's load the other game. Yeah. Load. Yes. If you remember last time, we are trying to find this cane for this chap. And our mission is to find this cane, hopefully. Okay. See, I know where to go. Just need to go to... Right, gates opened. I need to go back to the bottle.
Can I get a refill, please?
Yes, sir.
I heard that there was a theft yesterday. Did you see anything?
No, and I was here the whole time.
Oh, look here.
Do you always keep an eye on the coat stand?
Oh, yes. Well, when the coal delivery came, a client came out of the chambers and stopped me from seeing the boy who brought the bucket of coal. You don't think he would have taken advantage?
You never know, mate. You never know.
Who delivers the coal?
It's never the same person. I've never seen that lad before.
Until next time, miss.
With pleasure, sir.
A large black footprint.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, miss.
With pleasure, sir.
Very cool.
Yes, Dr. Watson?
Why did you let Margie go?
The poor girl caught a shameful sickness, and the symptoms have attacked her face, if you know what I mean. So I gave her notice, and a little bit to help her along. I don't know where she is now, but she'll certainly be getting treatment at the clinic if she's still in the neighbourhood.
Did you speak to the police?
What would they do? Who cares about the girls in the streets?
Would you have received a visit from another doctor, a stranger by the name of Tumbleton?
I'm just like you, Doctor. Sworn to secrecy in my profession. But as I've taken a fancy to you, I can tell you that this name is not unknown to me. And if you do me a little favour, it is possible I might remember something about him.
What kind of favour must I do for you?
You see that man over there? He's a rich artist, a painter, a regular client round here. Well, yesterday, he came and left his cane in the umbrella stand in the hall before going into one of the rooms. Well, when he returned to this room, the cane had disappeared. It's a cane with a massive silver knob. Must be worth a fortune. He threatened to call the police unless he got free services in my establishment for a year. I'll be forced to accept, unwillingly, of course, given the services that he's demanding, unless the cane is found.
Can I get a refill, please?
Did you question the residents regarding the theft?
They didn't see anything, and there's not one of them that would risk stealing from a client here.
Who was in the room when your weasel of a client was in the chambers?
There were a few that came and went, but Mary could tell you better than I can, because she was the one at the counter yesterday.
Thank you, ma'am.
No problem, my angel.
Loosen your belt, my friend. You're in Whitechapel. These girls would die of hunger if we weren't here.
I heard that you were the victim of a robbery here.
Oh, I'm not complaining.
What does your cane look like? Well, goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, or until next time. And good evening.
Very cool. There you go.
Just in behind.
What can I do for you, my dear colleague?
I have come to see you about one of your patients. Margie goes by the nickname Nutcracker, who gets her prescription from the clinic. She's a lady of the night and is afflicted with a venereal disease.
I know who you're talking about. Indeed, Margie has syphilis and is being treated with mercury.
Do you have her address?
No, and for your information, she left London for good 3 days ago. She felt threatened.
Margie felt threatened. But by whom?
I believe that Margie was particularly scared of a terrifying man who attacked her once.
Did she say the name Pizer or Pyther?
Unfortunately, she didn't give a name, but she described a man with shifty, rat-like eyes and a mouth twisted in a sinister grimace.
Did Margie have any idea where this man who terrified her so much might be found?
No, but she told me that another girl who'd been attacked like her had told her that this man worked in a cobbler's run by an old Israeli. Also, she saw him again last week, the night of the big fire. She told of going to see the fire like most everyone else in the area. While there, she recognised her attacker in the crowds gathered at the warehouses. There was no mistaking a face like that, she said. She kept an eye on the man the whole time the firemen were working in order to avoid him.
Did Margie have any idea?
No, she kept...
Goodbye, Dr. Gibbons.
Until we meet again, my dear colleague.
You right there, mate? Let me just try a police station now.
This police station is like a laundry. What a scandal. Some news, Doctor? Does the name Tumblety mean anything to you?
Not at all. But if you like, I can make inquiries.
Fine, why not? One never knows. Well, goodbye. Her Majesty Queen Victoria. What would she think of this mess?
What do you want, Doctor?
Tell me, Finlay, I was told that you don't seem very happy.
And when he moved in, something must have broken in his case and stank up the stairs in his room for 2 days. I think it was a jar. It must be over there.
You're right. The pieces of the jar that your tenant broke do give off a strange smell.
It's true.
Yes? Doctor, tell me, have you heard talk? Do you know it?
He's a...
Thank you, Finlay.
At your service, sir.
Batty Street. Batty Street. The Wasp's Nest. This pub looks even more disreputable than the Golden Lion in Baker Street. Berner Street. Berner Street.
Right, I just found out what pressing the mouse button, the space button, it tells you anything you haven't seen.
Commercial Street. I have no reason to go that way.
Right, mouse click,
Can I get a refill, please?
Loosen your belt, my friend.
Well, goodbye, sir.
Goodbye.
Oh, look at you.
These paintings are...
Out of the way, I don't like the look of you.
right, mate.
No, it would be better not to insist.
Sorry.
Commercial Street.
Get a try, mister. I'm the best window washer in the area.
Okay. There's something in there.
Whitechapel Street. Closed. Tell me, is it?
I was in Crimea, I was, sir, and you owe me some respect.
Whitechapel Street. Whitechapel Street. Bucks Row. Bucks Row. I have no reason to go that way.
Somebody didn't mean to do that. Right. I wonder where this coat stand is.
Can I get a refill, please?
These paintings are suggestive, at the very least.
Oh, look at here. Oh, where are you?
A large black footprint.
Yes, sir.
Do you always keep an eye on the coat stand?
Oh, yes. Well, when the coal delivery came,
Until next time, miss.
with pleasure, sir.
Pleasure, sir. Right. Right.
These paintings are suggestive, at the very least. These paintings are suggestive, at the very least.
There you go.
Commercial Street. Batty Street. The Wasp's Nest. This pub looks even more disreputable than the Golden Lion in Baker Street. I have no reason to go that way. Look, a suspect description. Michael Ostrog, wanted for questioning. Dangerous.
Some news, Doctor?
Well, goodbye.
Some news, Doctor?
Does the name
Not at all.
Fine. Well, goodbye. Commercial Street.
Do next, but it's hard.
I have no reason to go that way.
I am listening, me lord.
Flowers! Flowers!
Closed. Tell me, is it?
You should return home, sir.
Yeah, well, you're not home.
I have no reason to go that way. I have nothing to ask. Whitechapel Street. Whitechapel Street.
Can I get a refill, please?
Yes, Dr. Watson?
Brandy, sir?
Thank you, ma'am.
No problem, my angel.
Oh, look at here. Oh, how are you?
There you go.
Okay. Right, let's check clinic. Aha.
A large black footprint.
What can I do for you, my dear colleague?
Pardon me, Doctor, but who made the large black footprints there near the beds?
The brother of one of my patients. The poor thing had a leg amputated after colliding with a carriage. We arranged to find her a prosthesis.
Prostheses are very expensive. How did this man pay?
He told me that one of his uncles gave him a walking stick with a chiselled silver knob. I agreed to accept this knob in exchange for a simple prosthesis with harness. But this object is of great value, and I could finance half a dozen other prostheses by selling it on Petticoat Lane.
Doctor, I have reason to believe that the silver knob that you possess is from a cane that was stolen by the man who brought it to you, and I believe I know to whom it belongs.
That's what I was worried about. The story of the uncle seemed a little strange. Nevertheless, you must have proof of what you claim. I will show you all of the knobs that we have here. If you find the knob that the young man gave me, I will believe you.
So be it, but something is bothering me. I will need a complete cane, not just a knob.
Don't worry, dear chap, build one. I can loan you some tools. Make use of the odds and ends in my cupboard. It'll help get rid of it.
Well, I shall try. I will have to remember the description that Sickert gave. Goodbye, Dr. Gibbons.
Until we meet again, my dear colleague.
Right. Ebony, wasn't it? I'm just reading the dialogue. Ebony, 35 inches long, with a round knob made from silver, chiseled silver, with a ring of the same workmanship. Right, I'm gonna try again. How can you tell which one's ebony? I wish it tells you. check something. 35 inches long. Okay. We know it's 35 inches long. So here's a right. I need to find out the tip as well. Right. Ebony about 35 inches long. The knob is made in chiffle silver with a ring of the in the middle of the same workmanship. Just like the tip for the matter. Right. Just like the tip. Okay. I only can that looks like chiffle. And the tip. Well, I don't understand which is 35. Is it the actual stick or the actual... Right, that's wood. That's wood. That's bamboo. It looks like. Not. That's too long. You see the size of that? You see 8.95. This is the closest I can get. I really know what ebony looks like. Because sometimes you need to do a little research. Ebony. Okay. Sometimes it's build it up until you find it. 35. Yeah, we mentioned 35. No. Right. Oh, I didn't put that in. Oh, that is 40. Right. Gonna save it here now.
There, all done. Holmes couldn't have done better himself.
What can I do for you, my dear colleague?
I believe I found the knob from the stolen cane, which I succeeded in putting back together.
That's the one. And yet I cannot give it to you, Doctor. I will only return it to the police, and only if there is an official complaint against me.
Would there be a way to convince you to give me the cane?
Find me a dozen solid adjustable harnesses for wooden leg prostheses, and it's yours, Doctor.
Goodbye, Dr. Gibbons.
Until we meet again, my dear colleague.
Okay, we're gonna go outside. And
there's nobody here. How very odd. I say, these things look like harnesses. Oh my, they are noisy. Good evening, sir. Pardon the interruption. The door was open. I didn't think that I would find anyone working at this hour.
Good evening, sir. I didn't hear you come in.
Say, those things that made noise, they are really harnesses, aren't they?
Yes, horse harnesses. But I must tell you, sir, that the store is normally closed at this hour. That is why I've asked you to return tomorrow.
I didn't come about my shoes. I came to speak of a cobbler, perhaps one of your former employees? A man with very particular habits.
You aren't with the police by any chance? I'm sorry, but I do not want to speak of anything but shoes with you.
I am not a policeman. I am Dr. Watson. It's Mr. Finlay, the former tenant of your nephew, who told me that you might be in a position to inform me.
Ah, that Mr. Finlay is a very brave man. And if he sent you, then you must certainly be a worthy man also. So, Doctor, who is this cobbler with strange habits?
The man of whom I speak is called Pizer or Pyther, a man with a frightening face. Do you know him?
Yes, John Pizer. He worked here for a while, but he is no longer here.
The man of whom I speak?
Yes.
Do you know where I can find him?
No, and if you look, you will not find him.
Why?
Because he is in hiding, Doctor. You see, a week ago, a horrible murder took place in the neighborhood. A rumor circulated that he might have been responsible for this crime. They say he has quarreled with women of certain virtue in the past, if you understand me.
Isaac, it is about the Bucks Road case that I have come to see you. I have the certitude and an incontestable witness that Pizer is innocent, at least of this crime, although he has attacked a number of street women. If he doesn't come forward to explain himself to the authorities, he is condemned to hiding and to take the fall for this murder. Furthermore, it will cast suspicions on your community because they must be hiding him. And while the whole police force is hunting for him, they cannot concentrate on the real assassin who roams the streets and, one never knows, may take any one of you any day.
If what you say is true, your visit is a godsend to our community, Doctor. I tell you something. I know Sergeant Thick, an honest policeman who lives in the area. I'll tell John's family that he must go there to explain himself. But if you could please go as soon as possible to the police to give them this report that you say is incontestable.
I will go as soon as I take leave of you.
Thank you. If I can ever be of service in any way, do not hesitate to ask.
Could we transform your horse harnesses into harnesses for wooden legs? Adjustable harnesses?
A good craftsman can do anything, Doctor. And I do believe that's what I am. Come back in a while and it will be done. That will be my thanks for what you have done.
I shall return later.
At your convenience, sir.
I am spent. I would like to return home. But I promised to go to the police as soon as I could. Now then, let's go to the police station.
map, police station.
Will you?
Yes.
Hey, Doctor, you seem tired. Were you wandering the darker parts of Whitechapel all night?
You could say that. I have some information on Leatherapron, the man of whom we spoke earlier.
Do you know where he is?
No, but I can clear him of the Bucks Row crime. A witness proved him totally innocent.
Oh, Watson, is it only now, after many hours of walking, that you decide to pass on the important message that Inspector Aberline is waiting for?
But, no. But what are you doing here, Holmes?
I was worried, Watson, and with good reason it would appear. Go give the message to this policeman and let's go home. Nobody appreciates me hanging around here, you know, and it's freezing cold.
Ah, Creddle, none too soon. You will take the testimony of this.
No, you continue with your duty shift. I must find Chandler in Ambury Street. He's struck again.
Who?
The murderer, the Bucks Row assassin.
Hanbury Street. Let's go, Watson. We have no time to lose. Hanbury Street. Let's go, Watson. We have no time to lose.
Well, this ends this episode. Hopefully you like this episode and then come back for the next episode. And I have to say this now. See you later.